Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 16, text number 22. So please chant after me. Kim Kshatra Bandhun Kalinopasrashtan.
Kim Kshatra Bandhun Kalinopasrashtan.
Kim Kshatra Bandhun Kalinopasrashtan.
Kim Kshatra Bandhun Kalinopasrashtan.
Rashtrani Vatair Avaropitani.
Rashtrani Vatair Avaropitani.
Rashtrani Vatair Avaropitani.
Rashtrani Vatair Avaropitani.
Itastato Vasana Panavasah.
Itastato Vashana Panavasah.
Itastato Vasana Panavasah.
Itastato Vashana Panavasah.
Snanavyavayano Mukhajivatlokam. Snanavayavayano Mukhajivalokam. Kim Veda. Kshatrabandhun, the unworthy administrators.
The unworthy administration.
The traitors, administrators.
Status.
Kalina,
Kalina.
by the influence of the age of Kali.
By the influence of the age of Kali.
Upasrashtan,
Upasrashtan.
bewildered.
Bewildered.
Rashtrani,
Rashtrani.
state affairs.
State affairs.
Va, or. Tai, by them.
By them.
Avaropitani,
Avaropitani.
put into disorder.
Put into disorder.
Ita,
Ita.
here.
Here.
Tata,
Tata.
there.
There.
Va, or. Ashana,
Ashana.
accepting foodstuff. Pana,
Pana.
drink.
Drink.
Vasaha,
Vasaha.
residence.
Residence.
Snana,
Nana.
bath.
Bath.
Unmukha,
Unmukha.
inclined.
Inclined.
Jivalokam,
Jivalokam.
human society.
Human society.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
The so-called administrators are now bewildered by the influence of this age of Kali, and thus they have put all state affairs into disorder. Are you now lamenting this disorder? Now the general populace does not follow the rules and regulations for eating, sleeping, drinking, mating, etc. And they are inclined to perform such anywhere and everywhere. Are you unhappy because of this? Please repeat. The so-called administrators
The so-called administrators
are now bewildered
by
the influence of this age of Kali,
the influence of the age of Kali.
and thus they have put
And thus they have put
all state affairs
all state affairs
into disorder.
into disorder.
Are you now lamenting this disorder?
Are you now lamenting disorder?
Now the general populace
Now the general populace
does not follow
does not follow
the rules and regulations
the rules and regulations
for eating,
for eating,
sleeping,
sleeping,
drinking,
drinking,
mating,
eating,
etc.
etc.
And they are inclined
And they are inclined
to perform such
to perform concerts
anywhere and everywhere.
anywhere and everywhere.
Are you unhappy because of this?
Are you unhappy because of this?
There are some necessities of life on a par with those of lower animals. and they are eating, sleeping, pairing, and mating. These bodily demands are for both the human beings and the animals. But the human being has to fulfill such desires not like animals, but like a human being. A dog can mate with a bitch before the public eyes without hesitation, but a human being does so, the act will be considered a public nuisance. The person will be criminally prosecuted. Therefore, for the human being, there are some rules and regulations, even for fulfilling common demands. The human society avoids such rules and regulations when it is bewildered by the influence of the age of Kali. In this age, people are indulging in such necessities of life without following the rules and regulations. And this deterioration of social and moral values rules is certainly lamentable because of the harmful effects of such beastly behavior. In this age, the fathers and the guardians are not happy with the behavior of their wards. They should know that so many innocent children are victims of bad association awarded by the influence of the age of Kali. We know from Srimad Bhagavatam that Ajamila, an innocent son of a Brahmana, was walking down a road and saw a Shudra pair sexually embracing. This attracted the boy, and later on the boy became a victim of all debaucheries. From a pure Brahmana, he fell down to the position of a wretched urchin, and it was all due to bad association. There was but one victim like Ajamil in those days, but in this age of Kali, the poor innocent students are daily victims of cinemas which attract many men only for sex indulgence. The so-called administrators are all untrained in the affairs of a Kshatriya. The Kshatriyas are meant for administration as the Brahmanas are meant for knowledge and guidance. The word Kshatra Bandhu refers to the so-called administrators or persons promoted to the post of the administrator without proper training by culture and tradition. Nowadays, they are promoted to such exalted posts by the votes of the people who are themselves fallen in the rules and regulations of life. How can such people select a proper man when they are themselves fallen in the standard of life? Therefore, by the influence of the age of Kali, everywhere politically, socially, or religiously, everything is topsy-turvy. And therefore, for the sane man, it is all regrettable. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिनिति नामिने नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे किं क्षत्र बंधुन कलिनो प्रस्तस्तान राष्ट्राणि वातैर अवरोपितानि इतस्ततो वासन मानवासः स्नानव्यवयानो मुख जीवलोकम्. The so-called administrators are now bewildered by the influence of this age of Kali. Thus, they have put all state affairs into disorder. Are you now lamenting this disorder? Now, the general populace does not follow the rules and regulations for eating, sleeping, drinking, mating, etc. And they are inclined to perform such anywhere and everywhere. Are you unhappy because of this? So now, Dharma, in the form of a bull, is talking to Bhumi, Mother Earth, who is in the form of a cow. And this is continuing. The dialogue is continuing. Yesterday, I told you that Dharma is actually asking the questions. Most of the answers are yes or no. He's only all the answers are in the question only. Like here, he's saying, first he says it, that the so-called administrator, Kshatriya and Kshatra Bandhu. Remember, if you remember the previous time, in previous shlokas, it came that it was Dvija Bandhu, the so-called Brahmanas, meaning born as a Brahmana, was doing everything It is not supposed to be done by Brahman. So same way here, Kshatriya Bandhu, they are so-called Kshatriyas. That's why Prabhupada says in the translation is so-called administrators. So they are all bewildered by the age of Kali. Kali is progressing, and this is in the beginning of the Kali. Now it has progressed. I keep telling 5,200 years now. And so what happens? Everything is in a disorder. Every single day, if you just hate something, you want to hate something, just open the news channel anywhere in the world, and just hear to the what is happening in the every single country. So much turmoil. Every day a new scam. Every day, sometimes the scams are by the hour. Morning one scam, afternoon one scam, evening one scam. It's like Krishna killing the demons every day. Krishna was present. The whole population was waiting in the afternoon. They will gather and they want to know whom did Krishna kill today. So like that, now we are all waiting and we want to just have like a scoreboard. So many died here, so many died there. This happened, that happened. I mean, then Srila Prabhupada explains that the people who are themselves fallen, Adama, Naradhama sometimes, even those in the democracy, for example, Naradhama, Adama, Udharma, everybody is allowed to vote. Then they elect somebody who is supposed to be Kshatriya, because, but again we see that there are no Kshatriya anymore, they are less than Shudras because of the influence of Kali. So that's the point, that Kali is influencing so fast. So even then, before even it came, right now Kali is not officially come. This is the end of Dwapar Yuga. Parikshit Maharaj is receiving Kali now. We will see that how he receives Kali. That's the chapter's name. But in the meanwhile, when he's going and he's seeing this bull standing on one leg, we saw that he's standing on only one leg, which is Satya. So there is some truth still left. Compassion has gone. Cleanliness has gone. I mean, I'm saying cleanliness, I'm not meaning, taking a shower for 2 hours. That's not what we are meaning. We are meaning the cleanliness of the heart. That's gone. Okay. And then what is left? So the Shastra says, and we see that some truth there is mostly going, because by the end of the Kali Yuga, everything will be gone. And that's why then Satya Yuga will come, the Krishna will come as Kali, Kalki. And he'll finish off everybody, because by the time everybody will become like that. So here we see that, so he's saying, are you lamenting? And then he talks about the general population. Sleeping, eating, mating, defending. Actually, when we were doing this Bhagavad Gita class, that's where it came that it says, the Shastra says that if you are doing all these 4 things only and not inquiring about your spiritual part, not inquiring about who you are, where from you come, who is God, what is relationship, then you are just like a Pashu. Pashuhi Samana. But even then, even doing those 4 things which we do, the animals do, humans are supposed to do it in a very restrictive way, very regulated way. But it's the other way around now, you see. The animals are more regulated than human beings. They don't, keep on eating something. They just eat what is required, for example. We become sometimes gluttons and then we go for dieting. First we fill. I was listening to a class and at one point Prabhupada said, in the beginning he said, you should eat prasadam till your neck. And so everybody thought that, oh, Swamiji is saying something, let us follow it. And then Prabhupada saw that they're eating too much, that they're spending, instead of 15 minutes for their lunch or dinner, they're spending 30, 40 minutes, 1 hour sometimes. Why? Because they're eating. The Prabhupada says eat up to here, so everybody's eating like that. And the Prabhupada found that they're becoming lazy. They're not coming for the class, overeating. Then he said, stop this nonsense. So I had to understand, you guys don't have to take it literally. When I say up to here, means to your satisfaction. Satisfaction is here, not here, right? You can eat the best of the food, but if you are not satisfied, then what is the value of that food? You may say, oh, I went to this restaurant, I paid so many dollars, rupees and all that, and then your mind is not satisfied. Your tongue may be satisfied for some little time, but the mind is not satisfied. And that's why the greed comes. Greed comes from what? Lust comes from what? That only, that it's never satisfied. So, Dharma is telling Mother Earth that, see, the people have become so horrible. They have already started not following anything, no rules, regulations. They're just simply eating whatever they want to eat. Like for example, as a human being, we are supposed to eat only vegetarian food. That's what we are. Our machine is designed by the Lord to eat only vegetarian food. But what we do, it's like, running a diesel engine with a petrol. That's what we are doing. So to run that, we have to put some catalyst, what is that? Catalytic converter. Somehow you can do that in that machine. But here in this machine, that facility is not available. So we manipulate the diesel. We boil it, this, that, put some masalas. And then you think, oh, it's so nice. And then the slaughterhouse industry, they have huge money. So they spend all that money to advertise, They show it, oh, very juicy, very, what is that? Delicious and this and that. And then people fall for it. I was sleeping. Again, it says that you should have a 6 hours of quality sleep for the average person. If you are working very hard, like in a mine or, breaking stones or something, then you require at least 9 hours of sleep. But 6 hours is what is required. So we see again 2 extremes. People are oversleeping or they are requiring sleeping pills to sleep. That's a big industry that runs into some millions of dollars. Just one tablet of sleeping, make people sleep. They don't know. They should come to this Bhagavatam class. Guaranteed. You just if I speak for 45 minutes, 90% people will sleep. If you still don't believe that, just try reading it. Read Bhagavatam whenever you are not asleep, and guaranteed. That's we are helping even that way to people. Okay, you don't get sleep, come to us. Then, of course, defending. Defending meaning just making sure that you are safe, right? That is defending. So now with all these insurance companies, they make you feel secure. They say, okay, doesn't matter. You do just insure with me, give me so much premium, and then I'll make you safe. Can they make you safe? Can any insurance company guarantee? No, nobody can guarantee, right? But the point is that we do everything and anything and everything and everywhere. So confusing. So Dharma is asking, are you unhappy because of this? Of course. See, so far, Mother Earth has not even started speaking. She's just listening to very patiently all these questions because she is getting educated in the process, And in the purport, Prabhupada talks about Ajamil. Ajamil was a nice Brahmana boy. Then he saw these Shudras embracing each other, and he just fell for a prostitute, and then everything gone. So Prabhupada is cautioning. Actually, this is written almost spoken almost about 40 years back. But now you see what's happening in the society. He's talking about the children, children's protection. Every single parent that I meet are worried about the children, about the children going to school. Young age, it's okay, very young age. But once they come into teens, then you should see the look on the parents' face, They're so worried. Dating and this and drugs and, everything that is possible is there. The video games, every video game is nothing but violence. And then, shooting takes place, every second, third day there is a shooting taking place somewhere. Somebody is killing somebody. So this all symptoms of Kali Yuga. That's all we have to understand. And the more we think about it, the more we should be ready to get out of it. Isn't it? Thinking is, today only I was seeing something bad. People who do bad things are bad, no doubt. But the worst are those who see those bad things and don't do anything about it. They at least don't decide about themselves that, okay, I'm not going to do this. They also want to try it out. Knowingly or unknowingly, we do that. So, if you want to remain sane, just stick to the lotus feet of Krishna. Take a shelter of a guru. Because reading all this is not going to help. It will help a little, but we will still need to understand in a better way. So I hope you are all continuing listening to this and recordings and read, just keep yourself and give yourself some time for yourself. And this, how much? We are just spending about 20 minutes every day. But that's so wonderful. Thank you so much. I'd like to stop here. Hare Krishna Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So if you have any question, comment,